Welcome to Knowledge by Nature. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining my team. And if you enjoy this video, please click that like button, as it is extremely helpful for me to know what content to upload for you. Let's jump into today's video. In today's video, I want to show what games that we play the most in our homeschool. And so I have a few different sets here. I have our math sets, and then I have our reading sets. And so I'm going to zoom us up and we'll kind of take a look at everything a little bit closer. All right, here are all the things that we use for playing numbers and math games. And so I'll just kind of flip through all of these with you. The first thing here is the Match and Learn Additions Dominoes game. And this has 28 dominoes, and this is a really fun way to practice some addition math facts. And so what you would do is you would get a certain amount of dominoes and you try to connect one of the pieces with a piece that someone else has laid down. So for instance, if someone put this one down, 5 plus 3, you could connect it with your 8. Or if you have a 6, someone could connect it with the 4 plus 2. And so this is a really fun way to practice those math facts, and then it's also giving a visual as well. And so this is Addition Dominoes, and it's by Junior Learning. I'm sure everybody has some Go Fish cards laying around, and even if you don't, if you have just a regular deck of cards, this is just a great way to get some number recognition, and you can play it so many different ways. This one right here is a Go Fish Untamed Animals set. And so you also have some animal recognition here that you can practice with. And so we play this with Go Fish, or sometimes we might flip them down and you need to flip over something that equals 5. And so you try to flip over your cards that would equal 5. So you don't even have to play it the traditional Go Fish way. And this set is just a fun little set of fish. And so again, you don't have to do Go Fish. You can do matching or addition or just whatever works for you. We also use dice a lot, and in here I just have some really pretty dice. These are actually probably considered Dungeon and Dragon type dice, because you have to have all of these, but I thought they were beautiful, and so they're really fun. And this set actually can be played along with Math Dice Junior. And you honestly don't even have to have this game. This is something that you could easily make on your own. But I liked the really big dice that it came with. And so you can see it's much larger than the traditional dice size. And with one of the main ways that we play this is you roll this dice, and then you roll all of your colored dice. So with this set right here, we could go 3 plus 1 equals 4. And so I would be able to move on the little marker one spot because I was able to use one set of my dice. Dice is a really fun way to practice your numbers. Probably one of our absolute favorite games is Sum Swamp. And this is an addition and subtraction game by Learning Resources. You have a simple board with a path through a swamp. You have 4 characters, which is a frog, dragonfly, crocodile, and a snail, and it comes with 3 dice, 2 numbered dice, and 1 operational dice with a plus and a minus on it. Player 1 will roll all 3 dice, and if you get 3 and a 4 and a plus, you would take 3 plus 4, and you would be able to move those spaces. If it was minus, you would be 4 minus 3, and you would move 1 space. There are even and odd rocks along the path, and if you roll on the even, you roll one of the numbers. If it's an even, you get to move that number. If you land on an odd and it's an odd, you get to move that space. There's also some numbers along the path, and you would do a plus or minus. If you landed on 1, plus, you would get to move 1, minus, you would go backwards. So this is our absolute favorite math game. We play this weekly, and it's just a really, really fun game, and you're learning your addition and subtraction facts while you're having fun. There's another version of this, I think it's maybe like a solar system or something. I don't have that one, but I'm thinking I may add it as well. But this is Some Swamp by Learning Resources. Another game by Learning Resources is Pop for Addition and Subtraction game, and it looks like a cute little gumball machine. And when you open it up, it's just a box full of these gumballs. And they're just little flat discs that have either an addition, subtraction, or a pop on the side. So you would spin the spinner, however many gumballs you land on. You pull out 3 gumballs, and if you are able to answer, you get to keep the gumball. If you don't get to keep the gumball. And if you pull a pop, all of the gumballs that you won have to go back into the gumball machine. So this is another fun game by Learning Resources, and it is Pop, Addition, and Subtraction. This game isn't necessarily a math game, but you are connecting different path pieces, and this is called Race to the Treasure board game, and this is a cooperative game. So you're working together instead of against someone. So you have a board, and it has numbers and letters at the top, and you roll your numbered dice and letter dice to decide where to stick your keys and your lunchbox. You have a pile of path, and ogres are mixed in, and you take turns grabbing one card at a time, and you're building a path. The goal is to gather 3 keys to be able to put down at the bottom and get to the bottom of the end before all the ogre cards are drawn. So this is a very good strategy and some math grid concepts, and so that's why I leave it in the math section, because there is a little bit of numbering, especially you learn the grid, and then just a way to place the path with some logic there. The last game that I have here for math is called Buy It Right, and this is another Learning Resources. I'm quite the fan of Learning Resource. Everything I get from them, I love their quality, and I love the way that the game is set up. There are 2 fairly popular money games on Amazon, and one is Buying Right, and the other one is, I believe, Moneybags, I think. The reason that I went with this one is because there are 3 skill levels involved in this one, and it goes from ages 5 to 9 plus. And so I figured this one is going to grow with us and stay with us longer, and rather than have to buy another money game later, I would just buy this one, and we do like it. You have the board here, and this is one of our bigger boards that we have, and you have characters, and you go around and you buy the items, and you take the items, and it comes with all the coins. And so it's just little plastic coins. It comes with the calculator, and it comes with 4 of these play cards. And so the goal is you want to buy items of each color to put on your board. And so here would be, if I was able to purchase the pants, that is a yellow card. If I was able to purchase the pretzel, that's a purple card. And so there's different ways. You can start it with doing only fill up one side. If you want a longer game, fill up both sides. And then you can start with coins only at the beginning, dollars as you get more advanced. And it comes with 4 of the player pieces. So the game includes the coins, bills, calculator, and then all of the shopping pieces. Now we'll take a look at what I would consider our language arts options. The first item that I have here isn't specifically a game, but I did want to add it in because it's a funner way to practice either letter recognition or some spelling. You have these 2-sided wooden panels, and it has the letters on them. So they can trace this. This is great for like some tracing of the letters. Or they can also, which is what it was intended for, take the letters out and build it. This is from Melissa and Doug, and it's called a See and Spell, and it helps teach letter and picture recognition as well as letter sounds. It comes with 8 two-sided images. So we have dog, cat, cow, pig, car, bear, fish, bus, hen, duck, boat, sun, bird, cake, sock, frog. And so this is just a really good way to practice some spelling. The next game that we have is called Zingo, and this is by Think Fun. And this teaches words that are off of the Dolch list. And it says it's from grades pre-K to 1. And you have a little Zingo container that has all of the sight word tiles in there. So you take it forward and back, and it gives you 2 sight words. You have the card here, and so if you had went or she on your card, you would take the tile and put it on your player, and then as soon as you get Zingo, you yell out Zingo. You get quite a few different cards here, and they are all 2-sided. So you have a red side and a green side. The tiles are also 2-sided, and they'll just have the same word on both sides. If you're unable to use the card, you just slide it right back in there, and it's ready to go the next time. Up next for language arts is a game by Learning Resources, and this one is our favorite language arts game, and it is called Sight Word Swat. You can play 1 to 4 players with this, and it says ages 5 and up. This is also going to use the Dolch list, I believe, and you have little fly swatters. It comes with 4 colored fly swatters, and it comes with a large set of flies. And so you will lay down some flies, and you say the fly's name, and then you swat the fly. The first one to get the fly swatted wins, and they keep their fly for their points. There's different colors. The colors go up into difficulty. It comes with 5 colors. It has blue, red, orange, green, and purple. It says that the blue and the red are considered primer and pre-primer. The green are going to be considered first grade. The orange are going to be considered second grade, and the purples are third grade. And so it tells you how to set it up, and you usually are going to put out 15 to 24 flies for the level that you're playing. And so for beginners, you might want to use less cards, and then you can also create more difficulty by adding in maybe some of the easier cards and some of the harder cards that would be in their level. This is another really fun game, and one I would definitely want as part of our homeschool game set. And this is Sight Word Swat, and it includes 220 of the Dolch sight words. The last game that I have here is called Vowel Owls, and it is by Learning Resources also. And this is a sounds sorting set. And you have all of these owls that have a vowel on it. And then you have all of these little cards that have images on them. So you would say the name, and you would put it in the owl that it belongs to. Sock would go in the O. And so you would go through that, and you would just go along and put them all in the owls that they belonged. Here's the back of the box that says that it's grades K plus or ages 5 and up, and it comes with 100 cards and your 6 owls. And so this is a really fun little game for practicing those long and short vowel sounds. These are some of our favorite games right now. I would love to know if you have any games that you highly suggest that you couldn't do your homeschool without. Sum Swamp and Sight Word Swat are definitely our absolute favorites, and so I would definitely, if I had to give all the rest of them away, I would definitely want to keep those two games. What are your tried and true favorite math games? I would love to know. Please leave it down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for checking out the video today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and see you next time.